Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look back on my most viewed video here on the channel, how to play your PlayStation 4 on Android. Now with just over 9 million views, around 9,000 comments and just under 100,000 likes, from what I can tell you guys did enjoy watching the video and the content that I actually brought to the channel. However, there has been some comments that are basically saying that I faked the video, that it doesn't work, and today we're going to be taking a look at exactly if you can still do this, whether the video was fake, and also just answering any questions or comments that frequently come up on that video. So, let's take a look. So to give you the exact figures at the time of this recording, there is 9,056,506 views on the actual video, 9,145 comments, 98,236 thumbs ups or likes, and then 6,464 dislikes or thumbs down. Now, to get the main bit out of the way of this video, no, the video was not fake. Now, there was a lot of lag when using my PlayStation 4 to play on my Android device, which I did mention in the video. However, for me to remember any of the inputs or controls to actually then recite that back in a video, in my eyes would have been impossible to do. Now, at the time of recording the video, this worked perfectly fine. Yes, there was a ton of lag on the actual process itself, and playing on Android wasn't necessarily the best thing. However, it wasn't a fake video. None of it was pre-recorded. There was no screen recording, remembering any button inputs or anything like that, so the video itself at the time of recording anyway was completely true. However, it now unfortunately probably isn't going to work on your Android device unless you do have a Sony device. And the reason for that is there's been a ton of updates to Android and the PlayStation 4 itself, meaning that you can't really use this exploit anymore to play your PlayStation 4 on any Android device. It has to be one manufactured and made by Sony themselves. However, if you do have a Sony device, or you were able to get the APK and still install it on your Android device, this is going to work perfectly fine. Now, I have had some comments more recently that some people have still been able to make it actually work on their device, and it may not be a Sony device that they're working on. I've had some comments where they've got a Motorola device or a Nexus device, and the process seems to work fine, but I'm not sure if their devices have been rooted, tinkered with, or anything like that, but just know that for some people it does still work. So if you do still want to go ahead, watch that video and try it out for yourself, then it's going to be linked in the description down below, and I would definitely recommend it, because if it is something that you guys can do on your Android device, it's worth doing. It allows you to play your PlayStation 4 on your mobile device, freeing up the TV for other people to use it if that's what you need in your home. So in regards to whether the video was fake, I think I've kind of answered that here in this video, and also whether the process still works, well, that kind of depends entirely on your device, but I would still try it out anyway. So what I'm going to do now is go over some of the top comments on the video itself to answer some of the questions that you guys have had. And by far the number one comment on the video was, how do you update the app? Well, like I mentioned beforehand, that's kind of where the issue starts. Because of the updates to the PlayStation 4 Remote Play app, the PlayStation itself, and also Android as an operating system, it's really hard to get hold of the newest version of the actual application. And unfortunately, without the newest version of the app, it's not going to let you mirror your PlayStation 4 onto your Android device. The next most popular comment is how to then reconnect your PlayStation 4 controller back to your PS4. There's been a ton of comments, some of them just asking the question, some of them kind of rude, in regards to actually how to get the PlayStation 4 controller to be connected back to the PS4 itself. Well, it's actually not too hard to do. All you need to do is get a micro USB cable, attach it to your PlayStation 4 and then to the controller itself, and then your PlayStation 4 will recognize the controller and restart the pairing process, allowing you to then pair your controller back to the PS4. So if you guys have any issues with your PlayStation 4 controller and the connection back to the actual console, then I would try this recommendation first, because for me, that's the way that I done it, so really it's the only recommendation that I can give. But if there's anything else that you guys see online in regards to reconnecting the controller, put it in the comments section down below and I'll be sure to pin that to the top. We then have the question of whether this is going to work over longer distances. So if you are away from your home, and this particular comment says whether you're in a different country, whether this application is still going to allow you to mirror your PlayStation 4 to your device, and the answer is no. The whole point of using the Remote Play application is to use it on your home Wi-Fi, and at the moment that's the only way that it's going to work. So if you do want to go upstairs and your PlayStation 4 is downstairs and people are using the TV, then this is a great way to do it, but you can't do it over 3G or 4G, and you can't do it if you're not on the same Wi-Fi network. Which then leads me nicely on to the next comment as to why you would want to do this. Well, as I mentioned, if you are in a household that only has one TV and that's where your PlayStation 4 is, you may have it that other people want to use the TV at any one time, meaning that you can't play your favourite games. Using the Remote Play application then allows you to play on your Android device and then take that anywhere in the home, but like I say, as long as you're still on the same Wi-Fi. The next most liked comment on there would be, can you do this on an iOS device? So whether that's an iPhone or an iPad, and at the moment, unfortunately, the answer is no. I haven't found a legitimate way at the moment, and I have definitely tried to mirror the PlayStation 4 onto an iOS device. Now, there are some limitations to iOS, and this is definitely one of them, so at the moment, if you can get it working, it's only going to work on Android. And then lastly is just all the comments saying that it is fake, clickbait, and that it's a completely inaccurate video. Well, like I mentioned at the start of this video, when I actually done it at the time, it definitely did work. And if you search on YouTube for similar videos, you can see that a ton of other people have got this able to work as well. But since I put that video up nearly a year ago, unfortunately it doesn't work anymore. And lastly, I do also have a ton of comments that say that it has worked perfectly fine and that it was a really great video. And to those people, I just want to say thanks, because the video itself, I put it up as soon as I heard about the news, and if it was able to work on your Android device, it means that you've had a ton of fun playing your PS4 on your Android, and that was kind of the whole point of the video. And that's going to do it, guys, for this video. Now, like I mentioned, if you guys have got any questions or comments about that particular video, it's going to be linked in the description down below, or you can put any questions on this video or ask me on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my social networks, which are linked down below as well. So Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. And also don't forget to subscribe for more content moving forward. And if you've made it to the end of this video, just a massive thanks for watching. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, and I will catch you guys in the next video.